Hey, this is Joe from Citrus County Porch Life, bringing you the word of the day for February 5th, 2025. And the word for today is a glorious release. The minute I stopped arguing, I could begin to see and feel. Right there, step two gently and very gradually began to infiltrate me. I can't say upon what occasion or upon what day I came to believe in a power greater than myself, but I certainly have that belief now. To acquire it, I had only to stop fighting and practice the rest of the AA as in, program as enthusiastically as I could, and that is taking from the 12 steps and 12 traditions of Alcoholics Anonymous, page 27. And here's the daily commentary. After years of indulging in a self will run riot, step two became for me a glorious release from being all alone. Nothing is so painful or insurmountable in my journey now. Someone is always there to share life's burdens with me. Step two became a reinforcement with God, and now I realize that my insanity and ego were curiously linked. To rid myself of the former, I must give up the latter to one with far broader shoulders than my own. Ooh, what a powerful reading. And this really reflects my own experience that somehow, somewhere along, I stopped fighting against all the banners that I saw against people just saying, "Oh, well, you gotta let it go, let go, let God." Construction trucks, and it was during that time that I was at a beginners meeting. That was a 6 month period. I committed to 6 months, and I did it. And so it could have been, it was more, I'd say, towards the middle of that first 6 months at the meeting with the beginners meeting. And as it says here, I certainly have that belief now that a power greater than myself can restore me to sanity. So I, like many other people, I suppose, I haven't asked. I came in, I stopped drinking. Uh, I stopped drinking March 4th, 1991, and because of my work in Boston, which I lost that job in June of '91. So I had a good 3 months under my belt before I lost my IT job with Bank of Boston through no fault of my own, but just all the merger things. And eventually, some bank bought out Bank of Boston. So uh, all the other people lost their jobs too. Oop, I'm going to drop my pen. So I had a good base. And then when I had nights free, uh, I felt more comfortable going with nights, and I hooked up with friends, and uh, that's when I started going to the beginners meeting, and it was nice. They always had like donuts for us, and we had our own coffee pot in the beginners meeting, so we didn't have to walk outside and uh, interrupt the other meeting for coffee. And so I don't know if I had self rule when riot, definitely when I was drinking. Yeah, I had a kind of contrarian attitude even when I was sober, but I wouldn't say riot. I was willing to learn, and I did learn because I liked what the people had. I liked their demeanor a lot more than I liked the feelings that were inside of me. And it says here insanity and ego were curiously linked. To rid myself of the former being insanity, I must give up the latter to the one with far broader shoulders than my own, which was the ego. And I was eventually able to do that. And then my progress really picked up. And I started getting involved in a very, service. I'd come early, not really assigned to do something, but come early and help set up. I just walked over and said, "You need help setting up?" Sure, we do. And, you know, I wasn't a big coffee drinker then, so I kind of stayed away. That was the only thing I really, really felt I could drive people away if I made coffee. And I didn't want to drive anyone away. Uh, and so, yeah, it was a gradual improvement. We say progress, not perfection, but it, it wasn't fast progress. It was slow till it just became part of me, I guess. This person, I don't forget how, that I can't say upon what occasion or upon what day I came to believe. I believed in a power greater than myself, but I had to learn how to turn things over. Just say, okay. Because I was still trying to control things, even though I wasn't drinking. So that character defect went really deep. And it's good to get rid of it. It's like carrying two 50-pound bags of potatoes on your back. Someone says, "Hey, can I help you? I'll carry one." And then you give it to them. It's like, oh, that feels good. And that's the way I was. So I hope you have a safe and sober day, and we will see you tomorrow. God bless. Wow, look at that.